Hey guys, welcome back to Clash with Barndo. Tonight I'm going to be going through our war win 165 versus the Malaysian clan Mdroid, and it was a pretty good war by us. So for us, we had the 8 Town Hall, 11 and 10 bases. They had the 9, so that put us a little bit behind on the bases. But what was really impressive for us was our Town Hall 8s and 9s knocked off everything nice and early, and then we didn't need Phoenix or Barndo 82 to hit any of the Town Hall 9s. It was all controlled elsewhere, so that allowed us a lot of time and planning to be able to get an extra 3-star on the 10s. So what was good as well was we did see Barndo 80 took 4 attacks for 1 star, and Dion took 2 attacks for 1 star as well. No huge percentages or anything like that. And for them, we did get, quite a few big attacks. So we were ahead in percentage anyway if they had have even finished off 80 and Dion. So for us, a good war, pretty controlled. We did throw a few attacks around to try and pick up extra percentage as well. We did have a lot of spare attacks. But what I'll do is I'll start with the replay from Barndo 80. And this was a GoWizz attack with a Queen Walk and just a tail of Hog. So it's something I've sort of gotten more into the habit of running, and it seems to be working for me quite well. So I did manage to throw Barndo 81B against this base first and failed, got a 2-star 87%. So I've come in with a Barndo 80 and mixed it up a little bit different. So it was a good fun attack. And it gives the 3 stars. So you do see he's started to get a lot of the Town Hall 10 defences. That was good. So 4 queens. The intention, I had 4 rage, only 1 jump, and the intention was to have 2 rage for the queen, 2 rage for the king central group, and the warden to help push through with that. So first rage down because the queen's taking sort of 3-point defences there. She's just not going to survive. Draw the clan castle out, which is the standard hound loon, and dropped 1 whiz down as well just to assist with that. A lot of times you drop that whiz down so the splash damage gets that loon down. If you can hold on to your queen's ability, if you don't know where she's going to run, it does really help. What I did fail to do with the queen was wall breaker just above that cannon as I did last time as she went in the guts there. So you see the jump come in the middle there. That's to join both the groups. A little bit early on the pecker, and that took the point defences. So you see the peckers at half-life. So a nice early warden's ability just to soak up a bit more damage. Still got king's ability at this stage as well, but I know there's a giant bomb to the right of where he's standing at the moment. Alright, so the queen's used her ability, all spells are out. And you see the queen's tanking that arch tower up top, so I've thrown in the extra whiz down the side there just to try to get that out. And pretty much now the warden is assisting the golems, and it's an interesting thing to see how the warden works. The queen's going to go down and die. But what's good is the 2 golems had gotten down that air defence. You see they were still on over half life, so the healers will go and pick them up, and the warden's assisting those golems, so laughing. So what you see with the warden here is it's assisting these golems which have been healed right up to full. But because the golems can't get through the walls, it doesn't matter, the warden will just knock them off anyway. So that was it. It's nice getting these 3s. It's going to become more and more relied upon, because you might find that you might come across Town Hall, 12 Town Hall 10s, and you've only got 7 or 8. So you've got to be able to polish off the easier bases. I mean, that was mid-level defences, so it was a good attack all round. We'll show next. Dennis did a bit of a funny attack. He's gone in with a stoned GoHog. Just got to check the sound. Sounds a bit loud. So he's gone in, he's done the 2 poisons to kill the dragon at the start. He did actually miss that second loon though, which was a bit unfortunate. So you'll start from the bottom. And what was interesting about this attack from Dennis, I haven't seen him do it before, but he's actually done it as a split attack. So he's got 1 golem to go in the guts. The king did stray off to the left, I think wasn't his intention. But then he uses 2 golems further down the field, which allows him to get 2 areas. So just some really good effect. So outside G-bombs, the thing with the outside G-bombs is it puts you at a risk of being ineffective traps. So a good spread of hogs from Dennis. He didn't rush them all down. Didn't rush all his heals, but he's tried to get them to overlap both the middle and the second one. But you see the old grass seal off on the side there. So this is their top Town Hall 9, and Dennis, as you see, level 12 King, level 11 Queen. They're not huge, but just benefited big time from those extra golems and that extra tanking capacity. You see now they're tanking for the hogs through the guts. And obviously this was without the 3rd heal with the grass heal, so it's just a really effective raid. So the golems are soaking up now whilst the Queen's running along. He's used the ability. I don't know where he uses these last 2 archers. There you go, drop them down now just to pick up with the Queen. So again, Golem's still tanking, Golemites now. And that's it, Queen comes and finishes it off. Well done, Dennis. So what was good was Dennis had a 6-star war, and also the next attack, oh no, I'm going to show Pirates. Pirates our 8.5 plus. But what I want to show with this attack was just the base and picking out off the replay. So this is the 2nd or 3rd attack versus this base. I think a Town Hall 8 might have opened it up first, and then Monkey went in and had a go. But what was good about this was the rehit, was you can see some just different planning. So Giant at the start, couple of loons to go out, and then wall breakers to run past and trip those giant bombs. It's just, you know, like it's not something I'd do all the time, but same thing there on the bottom. Wall breakers to trip those giant bombs. So that's all giant bombs gone from the start of the raid for really small amount of troops. And then on top of that, with those 2 loons at the start, that's caused the side to be split to then push your golems into the directions that I wanted. So with Pirate, I used the 2 golems and the 1 pecker, just with the low level heroes. So you see a good spread, quite a wide spread. It's almost half the base there for the golems and the pecker. Lucky with the king here, he does start to wander off, but then comes back. The king did get in the middle in the end. Started with the hogs. See quite a bit of a spread there, and the hogs trying to overlap those heels, so it's getting 2 groups at once. I did forget about that Tesla down the bottom there. I probably should have saved a couple of hogs for that, but they end up going towards it, so no major problem. Queen's still got an ability left. Still a fair few hogs. But the main reason I wanted to show that raid was you can see, just with a little bit of different thinking when you attack, it can be quite cheap to get rid of some of your bombs. So it's always worthwhile to have a look at your replays over and over to see how you can finish them off. We'll have a look at Z42. He's fairly new in clan for us. He's gone in with a shattered GoHog, I think it was. He's drawn the CC at the start. So he's got the level 2 poison, personal poison, and the level 4 donated, of course. And I have mentioned it in a previous raid that a 3 and a 4 will kill a dragon, but a 2 and a 4 doesn't. So if you're thinking about upgrading, where you're going, what spells to do, your level 3 poison is quite a good upgrade at Town Hall 9. So he's not needed a jump, instead he's chose to go in with the 3 heal on the 1 rage, and the rage for the golem group. Drops that down now, gets a good effect out of the queen from this. This was a fresh hit as well, so he wasn't aware of what was in the clan castle, where the traps were, or any of this kind of stuff, so it was a blind hit. Probably a little bit heavy on the hogs from the top there. Bit of a risk of hitting traps. But he holds onto his first heal for quite an amount of time. And it should go down now. So with those giant bombs, there was just 1 there, I think. 1 over the other side. And then there's 2 down the bottom here. This is where he throws out this heal. He was lucky there where the hog did trip it. So you see, because he was so selective with his heals, quite a few hogs died along the way, but he still got 4 or 5 there. Uses a giant to take the aggro off of those 2-point defences that are left, and finishes off. Uses his heal in the end. Good raid, Z4. 6-star war from him as well. So it's nice to get a few new members in here and there. We are trying to get ourselves, the aim for me has always been 35 v 35, yet we sort of get stuck in the 25s and up to 30s at some stages. Now I thought I'd show Town Hall 8. This is Said So, he's fairly new with us as well. He's got the 2 lightning 1 earthquake combo. It's just a good replay. So you notice the angle of the blowers away from the direction he's coming in, so he's not hitting into a blower, there's no need to. Poisons the dragon to slow that down. Knocks that on the side, then pops in his clan castle. So you see he used his king as well for a bit of hurting. And those loons just tracked beautifully to that remaining air defence. Still 3 loons left. We'll speed it up. So there we go. Thanks to Mdroid, really good war. We only won by the 2 points, 2 stars, but a bit of percentage as well. Yeah, we all had fun. Other than that, hope I've helped as always, and clash on.